Hello. Single arm overhead press. I love the single arm dumbbell overhead press so much because it protects your joints and it allows you to work your muscles with less weight, which is just, who doesn't want that? You don't need to lift as heavy weight to stress your muscles as much as you might otherwise need, as well as working your stability and all of your core muscles, and also stabilizing muscles in your legs. And it works all the stabilizing muscles in your whole body. That's why it's so great about it. Now, the muscles that it works primarily, the muscles of your upper chest, your front deltoids or your shoulder, and your triceps. The main joints moved are your shoulder joint, your scapula is going to rotate up a bit, and your elbow joint. Those are the main joints moved. The way you want to stand for this exercise is you want to keep your feet stable. That's the most important part, but round about hip or shoulder width apart, as long as you're stable. Feel free to point your toes out a little bit if you're stable. That's the most important thing, as long as you're stable. If you can just stand like this, go for it. You want a stable base with your feet, soft knees. Do not lock your knees out. Soft knees, don't bend them down like this, but soft knees. And you want to keep your hips level, so you got to engage that core. Keep your chest up and proud, and your neck, head, and spine one single entity. You don't want to move your vertebrae when your spine is under load, doing an overhead press. Now you're going to have the dumbbell in a single hand. This is really going to offset your balance because all that weight is up top rather than down low, so it's going to be really hard to balance. So if you have a weak core, you won't be able to do heavy weight with this exercise. That's what's great about it. You're going to get a lot of muscles worked with this single exercise, as well as targeting those muscles that help you push up. So you're going to be standing here like this. You're going to start at least 90 degrees. You can go a little bit lower if you want, but you want your humerus to basically be parallel, or the upper arm bone to be parallel with the floor or the ground. So you're going to start at least 90 degrees. I like to go a little bit lower, but you don't want to go too low because then you take tension off of your muscles. So you don't want to start down here. You're going to start about under eye level, between basically eye and chin level, or 90 degrees of the humerus, and your forearm. Start here, and then you're just going to press straight up like that. And don't lock out your elbow. Almost lock it out. Just like your soft knees, you want to keep a soft elbow. All right, you want to come up, and you want to get your arm almost locked out, but not quite. So that will help protect your elbow by keeping a soft elbow. And you want your wrist to be over your elbows the whole time. So none of this. You don't want to be pressing like this. You don't want to be pressing like that. You want to be pressing nice and straight. Just straight up. Just like that. Maintaining tension on your muscles the entire time. So with the dumbbell, it will look like this. You need to stabilize your core a lot for this exercise. You're going to start at about 90 degrees. And you're just going to press straight up, keeping your wrist and your hand over top of your elbow, just like this. Now when you're doing this exercise, you don't want to push ahead of you. You want to push, imagine pushing it behind you. You won't be able to push it actually behind you, but you want to try to do that. So doing that will keep your humerus in line with your head, which is what you want. So what you want it to look like from the side is like this. You're going to press up, and your humerus is in line with your head, just like that. And I'm only able to do that because I'm pulling on my back muscles a bit to imagine pushing behind my head. Because you don't want to press in front of you like this. You want nice out wide like that. Now if you have shoulder problems, you can do this press in a neutral grip in front of you and just go straight up like that. If you have shoulder problems, or you're not strong enough to do it all the way out here, or you don't have the balance, the core strength to balance your body, With this exercise, you're gonna get that shoulder, that chest, and that tricep work, but you're also gonna get a decent ab workout too. You're gonna hit those stabilizer muscles. And if you're trying to lose weight, this is far superior to a barbell overhead press, especially a sitting one, because the mechanics of standing up and balancing a single implement far away from your body, that's causing more muscles to be active. You're using your legs and a lot of your core to stabilize your body versus sitting down on the bench and leaning back and getting that heavy barbell that you shouldn't really be lifting anyway and pressing it up. That's not going to get you, that's not activating as many muscles as standing up, you stabilizing your core and your legs and trying to control it nice and slow and controlled with one arm. That's going to work more muscles. So if you're trying to lose weight or trying to be more stable, general health and fitness, I highly recommend this exercise over doing a barbell overhead press, and especially over doing a seated barbell overhead press on a bench. This is way better.